how did it feel to get back in there, and then how did it feel to obviously get the a huge win?
It feels good to be back, and I had a good training for the training camp for this fight, and there's been last year when I fought, I had nothing written, no really motivation, nothing to fight for, There was no fight. I've been fighting in the UFC since I was 21. I'm 30 now, so 9 years in the UFC. I have a lot of fights, and I was sick of fighting people just to fight. Just, I want a good fight. I want fights that matter and make sense. Because sometimes when you're just fighting to fight, there's no motivation in that. I want to fight good fights, big fights that count. When I fought Dos Anjos, it was hard. It's hard to get up and train for that fight. He's a really good fighter. He does well. But, he was not the biggest name at the time, and things didn't go so well. But then now this guy, Conor McGregor's coming back, and he's doing all this big stuff, and everybody's calling him out left and right. I'm not like these guys begging for no fight. But we're talking about big fights. He wants a big fight. We could fight, and that's a big fight. And that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Real fights, not funny, fake fights. And I know how to fight Michael Johnson. They gave me a list of names, and he was the highest on the list. No one knows, not too many people knew who he was. I know who he is. He's got good fights, good wins, and does well, and hits hard, and he's a fighter. And I said, if I'm going to fight, I want to fight a fight like I used to watch in Pride, and real martial artists and real people who are trying to go in there and kill or be killed, take the guy out or get taken out and fight to win. And that's what I saw when I saw his name. I watched some of his fights, and I said, let's fight him. He's number 5. Put me right back. They pulled me out of the rankings when I was ranked number 3, and I just fought Dos Anjos and Cowboy, and now I just beat number 5. So I had reason to take this fight and what I was doing it for, and I think if we're gonna see a fight that people want to see, it's gonna be that fight with Conor McGregor, and we could do that shit tonight. Whenever next week, and so that's my motivation. That's why I train. That's why I come here to fight, and I plan on doing well when I do fight.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Are there any other names on your list in terms of fun fighters out there, fights that make sense? Are they all at 155? Could you go back to 170? If you don't get the McGregor fight, then what are you interested in?
Yeah, I don't think about. Time will tell, but I don't think I'm gonna be losing weight for any of these guys down here that they're not too big of names anymore. At 55, I fought them all. So if there's something worth it in the future, we're gonna have to see. But yeah, definitely big fights is what I'm after.
Did you enjoy yourself tonight? You've said before that fighting is not really something you enjoy doing necessarily anymore. It looked like you were having fun this evening, though. Did you enjoy being in the cage tonight?
Dude, it's fighting. That shit hurts. You know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck. I enjoy getting the job done how it's supposed to be done and going home with the victory. I think everybody up here could probably agree that fucking fighting is a motherfucker, man. But it's like, it does feel good to win, come all the way across the United States and not get to go home. Mission accomplished, and represent for my coach, Richard Perez, and all the boys, the team, Carl Gracie and Jake Shields and everybody. I appreciate everybody's help, and they always get the job done for me. So I'm very happy that I could get the job done and look good for my partners and my team.